what is the law of assumption? Now, law of assumption is basically what you want. Okay, you have a goal or you set an intention, you set a wish, okay, you have something you want to achieve for. Okay, so what law of assumption is you're assuming your wish is fulfilled. You're assuming like you're living in the end. You're assuming you already have what you want. Okay, another way to put it is you act as if. Okay, I've learned the whole act as if by Jack Canfield. If you know Jack Canfield, I've been to some of his seminars, met him in person and stuff like that. He has a whole slogan, act as if. Act as if you already achieved what you want. That's basically law of assumption. Now, law of assumption pretty much gained popularity way back in the 1920s, 1930s by Neville Goddard. Okay, now if you know who Neville Goddard is, you've heard of the law of assumption. Now, in his books or his manuscripts he's written, in his live audios, he doesn't really say the law of assumption. That's the term that we gave it, like if you look it up online. But that's who pretty much started the law of assumption, is that you're assuming your wish is already fulfilled. You know, Neville Goddard's famous for saying, live in the end. Okay, live like you already have what you want. Makes sense? So this is how the law of assumption really works. Okay, by Neville Goddard standards. Okay, so what he would do is he would set an intention. Okay, set a want. That's what I mean by an intention. You set a want, what you want. Now, it could be a big goal. It could be your dream car, your dream house, or dream vacation. Or it could be something simple as maybe like me. Maybe you live in California. Your family, your sister, your mom, and everybody lives in Ohio. They live out of state. So you want to go home during the holidays and visit them. So, but you've hardly done that. Sometimes you get nervous to do it because of work, taking time off. Maybe you're in a serious relationship. So anytime you're in a relationship, it can get kind of hard to kind of do things sometimes, especially when you talk about vacation time, because lots of times, especially in the United States, or with most of us anyway, that we don't have an abundance of vacation time. You get what I'm saying? But it could be something simple as, well, I want to go home during the holidays, either Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's, and visit my family. And I want to go there for 2 weeks. Okay. Now you set that intention. Now what Neville Goddard says, once you set that intention, once you know what you want, okay, you live in the end. Okay. Now how do you live in the end? Okay. You act as if, but he uses his imagination. Now he would say that, well, you sit back, you can even do this during the day. You sit back, you get relaxed, you sit in your favorite chair, put your feet up if you want to. You close your eyes, but sometimes you close your eyes, it's better to imagine. Okay, you sit here and close your eyes, and you can imagine yourself. I don't want to sit here with my eyes closed and talk to you. That's kind of weird. But I almost started to do that, but I gotta stop myself. But anyway, you get in that state, okay? You start imagining, okay? But it's a really kind of a very detailed imagination, okay? In the beginning of you doing this, if you're not used to imagining, it's going to be tough for you to do in the beginning. It's going to feel forced. It's going to feel like, okay, I can't really get into this. But if you stay persistent, you keep on doing it every day, you'll get better and better and better at it, and you can have fun with it. And then sooner or later, it will just get kind of like subconsciously. You're doing it without even thinking about it, and that's really what you want. You do it without even thinking. So this is how you imagine. And we'll take this example of you want to go visit your parents. You're out of state. So in your imagination, okay, you can see yourself going online and purchasing that plane ticket. You can see yourself packing your stuff, what you're going to bring. You can feel it, not just see yourself. You can feel it. Okay, you can feel yourself folding your clothes. Okay, you can feel yourself getting in the car, driving to the airport, or how are you going to get to the airport? Maybe you take a taxi. Maybe your significant other drops you off. Maybe you both come together, but you see yourself driving to the airport, waiting in line, checking in, going through the airport, sitting on the airplane. Maybe you're flying first class. You see yourself ordering a couple glasses of wine. You see yourself the plane lands. You see yourself getting off the plane. You see your brother-in-law picking you up. Okay, and you see yourself going and visiting your family. See, that's a very creative imagination. Okay, so that's a state that what you want. Okay, and I'm going to let me replay this for you. Okay, you set your intention. Your intention is, I'm going to use a simple. Your intention is you want to visit your family. You live out of state. You're going to visit them during a holiday. Okay, once you set that, is you live in the end. Okay, you assume your wish is already fulfilled. You assume you already have what you want. You do that in your imagination, just like what we did here. So in your imagination, you sit back and you imagine you walking your way through it, that it's already done in your imagination. Okay, and that's really it for the law of assumption. Now, Neville Goddard does go into the perfect times to do your imagination, or the perfect time to really do it. Now, he would do it during the day sometimes in his examples, but the perfect time is at nighttime when you lay down and go to sleep. Because when you lay down and go to sleep, that's the best time for you to influence your subconscious mind. Remember, your subconscious mind cannot dictate between what is reality and what is not. Okay, so when you're going to sleep and you get in that drowsy state, your conscious mind, your reasoning mind, or your logical mind starts to get sleepy, starts to kind of shut off a little bit. Makes sense? And your subconscious mind takes over. Once your subconscious mind takes over, and I've done this, that when you get in that sleepy state, you start imagining your intention, what you want. Okay, you assume it's already happened. You live in the end. You see yourself doing exactly what you want in your imagination. You can feel yourself doing it. You can feel the wind. If it's windy out, you can feel the wind on your face. Okay, and you go to sleep in that state. That's the law of assumption, my friends. Now, there's a little bit more to it, a little bit, but that's the general aspect of the law of assumption. And I'm going to end you with this. Neville Goddard has stated, and not all his recordings, but he recorded a lot of stuff, but he stated, when you set an intention, it must come true. Yes, my friends, when you set an intention, it must come true. As long as you persist, as long as you consist at it, as long as you don't give up, it must come true. Okay, the only way it doesn't come true is if you quit. But when you set an intention, when you set a want, it must happen. It must happen in your life. Okay, and he said, now Neville Goddard said in his recordings that he's never seen it fail. If you don't quit, he's never seen it fail. And that's where I'm going to leave it with you. That's the law of assumption, my friends. Don't give up. It must come true. Your intention must happen. It must come true as long as you persist. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video.